Hello and welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And third bottling of Glenfarclas that we're trying with Deborah. And we're up to 17. So now if we open that box, it should be a dark bottle.
Let's find out.
I'm excited. Oh, it is a dark bottle. Yeah, I guess it is true what she says.
I mean, not everything, but...
But we actually, I can actually do what I said last time when we pour it. Oh, we can pour it and then I'll put it in front of us. That's a good idea. So
because there's no point in putting the bottle there.
Like, this is a dark bottle.
Still a good noise.
Yeah. So.
It's a special treat for me because the 17 is still pretty rare.
Yeah, I should do glass with whiskey in it in front of white background too.
That looks all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, to check if the coloring is good. So we are 43%, 17 years of age, and let's do a few questions. Are there any special series planned for the future? Is there anything you're allowed to tell?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
So
we've already talked about a few of them, the ones that are planned for Germany, that kind of thing. But more than that, I can't really say too much just now.
How is it decided which vintages are for the Family Cask series? Many of the vintages are repeating themselves. For example, 2008.
So the idea with the family casks is not that we only do them once. Mm-hmm. The idea is that certainly with the younger ones, we keep a whole range from the old stuff up to the new stuff. Mm-hmm. But every year we add the next one.
Okay.
So the equivalent of a 15-year-old. It's not always 15 because if it's not had its birthday in the year when it's filled, if it's a November cask and we bottle it in August, it's only 14. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the 2 years, it will be 15 years between them. Okay. And the first release of each vintage is always chosen during the Spirit of Speyside Festival. Okay. So it's the only time we let members of the public choose which cask we're going to bottle.
Oh, okay.
So we do a tasting for about 30 people, usually on the Monday morning of the Spirit of Speyside Festival, and we give them 6 cask samples, and they have to then note from 1 to 6 which is their favourite. Okay. And whichever one wins is the one we bottle.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we do cheat just a little bit because we only use casks we like.
Oh, okay.
So we don't put anything in there we don't like, just in case that's what they choose. It's the only time in the year the blue glasses come out of the cupboard, so we do it blind, so they can't be influenced by colour. And it's always interesting because it's not always the one we expect that wins. It's usually close. Sometimes the one that we expect to win will come second. And there was one year, I think it was 3 years ago, the winner came second. Oh, okay. What I mean by that is when you looked at everyone's scores, there was lots of different opinions as to what was the best whiskey. Okay. But almost everyone put the same one in second place. Mm-hmm. So when we counted up the votes, that actually came to the top.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yes, it's a fun way to do it. And so we'll be adding the 2011. Yep. So depending on when you release this video, they're about to release the programme of Spirit of Speyside. So one might come out before the other, but we will be doing that again on the Monday morning of the Speyside Festival this year.
So the 17-year Glenfarclas is actually available in the US, so have a look at the Whisky.com US shop. Also, it's available in Europe, so have a look if you're in the Netherlands or Belgium.
But it is just coming back. So 17 years... a little while ago now, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, we looked at our stocks and we realised that we couldn't keep doing everything. Okay. Because, when you look at the older stuff, we were going to run out of whiskey in a few years. Mm-hmm. So the decision was taken to stop making 17 years for everywhere except the US and some of Canada, because they don't get the 15. I think I mentioned that in the 12-year-old video, that the 15-year-old is not available in the US currently. So if they lost 17 in the US, they were going to go 12 all the way to 25, which is a huge jump. Mm-hmm. So the 17 was left in the US, but pulled from Europe because of our stock management, just to allow us to build our stocks back up. But as of this year, it is available again.
Okay, nice. Ooh.
And that's good.
5 years more.
Because it's one of my favourites. Mm-hmm.
It gets into the range. I always say the West. We actually did a little bit of study during what our customers said, and the best range for Scotch is between 18 and 21 years old.
Yeah, so we're close enough to that too.
It is.
In fact, probably some 18-year-old whiskey.
I think you do have a 21-year-old. I think I've had that.
So again, the 21 is currently very difficult to find.
But I really love the 21.
Me too.
I really love the 21.
There's a little bit of availability in Germany. There's a little bit of availability at the distillery, but otherwise, if you find a store that has it and they haven't changed their pricing, then it's going to be from a few years ago. It's probably worth buying.
Oh, I like it.
Me too. I mean, that just increase in intensity from the 12-year-old. You're getting more of the sherry, but still very much in balance. And the kind of the wood, the oak is starting to influence it more, of course, as well, but not to the point of being too much.
You do have a distinct oak touch in it.
Yeah.
So distinct oak touch to it. Sherry, a little bit of sweetness, but the sweetness is going more and more into the background.
Yeah, the sweetness has definitely faded compared to the 12.
More like what do you call this? Really dark chocolate, and you have a creamy inside.
Praline.
Praline. And kind of like a bit like a praline. Yeah.
So my old job, I actually was based in Switzerland. So pairing whiskey and chocolate is my favourite thing to do. Okay. To me, it's the two best things in the world.
Prost.
Zum Wohl. And the finish is just so much longer. You know, that kind of intensity is much strong. It's much more.
It just kicks it up another notch.
Yeah.
It's just full volume now. Sweetness is there, but not as prevalent as in the others.
No.
And with a nice dark chocolate tone to it, oaky touch to it, you realize, this is an older sherry, and this is getting really into the good stuff where you realize, okay, they can keep up. They do have the quality with the younger ones, and they can keep it up with the older years and just build on that. A classical Glenfarclas old.
Classy, I think.
Classy.
Classy is a good way to describe this.
Also valuable in the United States and in Germany. Did I mention that already?
The important things.
I'm afraid to forget to mention that.
Or you say it twice or never.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting into a bit of a nerdier question.
Now we're talking.
Was from the but at the 2015 25-year-old Glenfarclas, was that European oak or was that already white oak?
So the casks that we buy are from 2015. If it's a 25-year-old 10 years ago, will have been a big variety of casks, because some of those will have gone back to before we were buying from José y Miguel Martin. So we've been buying from them since the early 1990s. So anything first fill from the 2015 would have been maybe just about from Miguel. That's John. So John goes to see Miguel every year to select the casks. So anything first fill would have been potentially from José Miguel, but the second, the third, and the fourth fill casks could have. Well, they'd all be sherry casks for sure, because before then, that's all we really had, apart from, as I mentioned before, the odd port cask and things that John's dad bought.
Nice nerdy question, but
there's no simple answer.
It's no simple answer.
Yeah.
It's a mixture.
It's a mixture, and
the thing is, but with older Glenfarclas, it will still be a mixture.
Yeah. Always. And
there's always.
The thing you have to think of as well is if you have like a fourth fill cask being put into a 25-year-old in 2015, that cask is probably going to go back to like the 60s.
And
we weren't maybe caring as much in the 60s as to exactly the provenance of the cask the way we do now, because
definitely.
they never would have expected that this would all be, this setup would even exist at this point. For
in the 60s, it was more like it goes into blend anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And we're just lucky that we
depends on if we put the walking stick man, or if we put the parrot on, or if we put the dog on it.
Yeah, exactly.
On the bottle. That's much more important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mixture, sorry. Nice, nerdy question, but no answer. Which Glenfarclas is your favourite? Or is that like picking a favourite child?
I mean, I would say that I was the favourite child, so... It's alright, my brother will never watch this. This would be one of them for sure. I do genuinely love the 17-year-old. The 21 that we mentioned before was always a favourite. It depends how much money we're spending on a day. You know, are we talking about everyday whiskey, or are we talking about the sky's the limit?
I would have said up to 21, because 25 is then like...
even 25 you're already going into a different category.
Yeah.
The favourite, one of my all-time favourites would be single casks from the late 70s.
Oh, okay.
So at that time, you know, whiskey was in a downward trend, and so less money was being invested in casks. So there isn't any first fill. It's all kind of third, fourth fill. But they're amazing.
Oh, okay.
Some of those fourth fill casks, you've got to remember we're also talking 40, 45 plus years old at this point. So
I think my three favorite would be the 12. Then I'm not quite sure which 105 it was. I think a 10-year-old. There was a 15-year-old or something.
There was a 16 just
16
like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think that was awesome. And also, what do I want to say? The 21-year-old.
Yeah. I mean,
so probably it goes for the 21.
But
I mean,
17 is easiest to find of those three.
If the 40 is in, then it's the 40. But
yeah, this is exactly what I mean. So
that's a problem.
Budget has to be a consideration too.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we're done with the 17.
I'm not.
Yeah. So if you'd like to have the 17, have a look at Whisky.com. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.